My squad was asking how I went against their whole team. Well, here it is. Smart Bomb, one of the best inventions since sliced bread. Meet the KLTR gun, my love-hate relationship in the world of SMGs. It's annoying yet surprisingly good, and it's so bad yet so darn likable. I mean, did I mention I both hate and love this thing? Out of all the guns I've tried, the KLTR gun takes the cake for being one of the most annoying but also one of the most fun guns in the game. It's a weapon that requires some finesse, but once you get the hang of it, it's pure joy to use. To enhance my experience, I added 2 gold mods and 1 orange mod, which boosted its movement speed, range, and accuracy. However, playing at 4 stars alongside lower mods proved to be a real challenge. At 4 stars and all purple mods tend to miss a lot of shots, there were a lot less damage caused from the bullets, and the bayonet damage felt significantly lower. But after recording numerous games, and increasing the stars and the mods helped improve its efficiency. This gun has a bayonet attached to it. For those of you who don't know, it's a small knife that allows you to get melee kills without having to switching between weapons and still able to shoot your gun. That ability makes the gun unique just for that. Now, let's get a bit mathematical. Compared to our secondary melee weapon that can take out a level 16 snake easily, the KLTR's bayonet doesn't quite measure up. Instead of delivering a deadly blow, it only takes down about 70% of this level 16 snake's health. The KLTR is not designed to be a bayonet-only weapon. It's a multifunctional gun that allows you to both shoot and use melee attacks simultaneously. With the KLTR gun, you might not even notice the lack of damage from its bayonet because the shots you fire can already deal significant damage to your opponents. In fact, you might find that by the time your bayonet lands, your opponent's health is already low enough for them to be taken down. So don't count on the KLTR's bayonet to take down your enemies by itself, because that's not its main purpose. Instead, think of it as a tool that complements your shooting abilities and adds another layer of strategy to your gameplay. But there's one thing about this gun that I absolutely love, and it's the mobility. Using the KLTR gun feels like running on adrenaline. I've become addicted to its movement speed that now it's hard for me to switch to another operator in my loadouts. The other guns feel so slow in comparison that it's like going from driving a Ferrari to riding a bike. Of course, the KLTR gun has its drawbacks. Its range isn't great, so you'll struggle against almost every other gun in the game. But then again, different games have different circumstances. With the KLTR gun's speed, you can catch your opponents off guard and take them down with the bayonet before they even know what hit them. However, more advanced players will catch on to your speedy tricks and counter next time they see you. Those risks cost me 0-kill games multiple times. Yet, I can't stop playing with this gun. The thrill of using the KLTR gun and its addictive mobility makes me keep coming back. If you love to use injector, then the KLTR gun might help benefit you with a melee option available when you need it. When you are stuck in smoke and need to get up close and personal with your enemies, then this is for you. You can't use the bayonet when you are flashed. Which brings up a good idea, to allow the use of secondary weapons when we are flashed. Please fix flash. In fact, melee weapon is often overlooked because we have so many other secondary weapons to choose from, but KLTR gun makes you feel like you're not missing out on the melee option. But it is a very tricky and annoying gun. Some operators play a critical role in optimizing the KLTR gun's performance. During my testing, I focused on several operators, including Miro, Chen Li, and Moses. Miro was particularly interesting because he often uses injector, which means he might miss out on using melee. This gun could come in and take the place of that missing piece. But Miro dies fast when going against other guns. The XL20 is a gun that can give Miro a hard time, but the catch is that it only comes with 2 bullets. You'll find a lot of people running around looking like this, which is kinda embarrassing, looking like they're picking up their pants the whole time. Meanwhile, the KLTR can easily outrun the XL20 unless caught off guard. On the other hand, Moses is master of staying alive. While other operators may perish easily, Moses' unique zombie mode takes out 1 or 2 more opponents even when he's on the brink of death. Not only that, but his movement speed increases when he is dying, making it easier to chase down fleeing enemies. To make the most out of this powerful operator, I've leveled him up to 45 and equipped him with the 9th talent. Includes an additional movement speed talent and some more health talents, ensuring that he can move quickly and survive for longer. I am also using the shield with Lupra, and it's a good addition, but Lupra often is used for when people are chasing you rather than when you are trying to chase them. because I realized Lupra is deadly, but it has a lot of pros and cons that you can't predict your game's outcomes. I found the shield and Lupra useful in control maps, but definitely a struggle when trying to chase others. But I'll try and make a video on the pistols some other time. Dealing with enemies that rush towards you with adrenaline can be a major headache. I started using Chen Li for its automatic taser. It helps to avoid those annoying drug addicts running around on speed. Can't tell you how many times it became useful, and a lot of you might need to bring back the taser. To increase my chances of success even further, I incorporated EMP grenades since I don't need adrenaline with this gun. While Chen Li's loadout is more of a supportive one, it still adds an extra layer of protection against aggressive opponents. I do find myself switching between Chen Li and Moses, depending on the number of adrenaline users on the opposing team. I tend to get more mediocre results with my Chen Li. It's funny how things turn out, as I never thought I'd end up using this gun, let alone using it on multiple operators. But it is still annoying and I love it. If you asked me, how good is KLTR, I would have hard time explaining. The KLTR gun is a mystery wrapped in an enigma. Even after recording countless videos of gameplay, I still can't answer the question of whether it's a good gun or not. I would want to say that days after editing and recording these videos, I learned to use the gun more and fell in love with it. Our squad ended up winning a good 20 to 30 games with maybe 2 losses. But when I first started testing this gun in the beginning, I would be racking up 13 kills with ease 1 minute, and then in the next minute I couldn't seem to hit the broadside of a barn. Maybe I needed more practice with it. It's a gun that can make you feel amazing thinking it's the best weapon in your arsenal. Then it might go to being the worst in a heartbeat, getting 0 kills. I'm not sure if it depends on certain squad loadout that's required to succeed, or if it needs more time to learn, or maybe it's the opponents that I'm facing. Maybe it's a combination of all 3. However, I just can't help but love this gun the more I played it. I've come to realize that guns these days are a lot more effective when paired with certain operators. For instance, the F8 is great with JB, the Colt is insane with Dutch, and the XL20 is a perfect match for Sharon. And it seems this gun works wonders with Moses, who has the ability to stay alive longer and take out more enemies with him as he goes down. However, I've also learned that not all operators are suited for this gun. Snek, for instance, may move faster with it, but he still dies too quickly for it to be much help. And going up against XL20 with any other operator, except for Moses, can be a real challenge. Speaking of Moses, he's proven to be one of the most useful operators out there if you want to rack up the kills. I've found myself still standing after taking 2 shots, which is likely due to my operator level and talents. But regardless of the specifics, Moses' afterlife makes him a straight-up killer. I also realized that when playing this gun, you shouldn't stand around and definitely shouldn't keep distance between you and your enemies. I learned that it's best to be a menace, and always chase after your opponents. You need to learn a new playstyle for playing this gun, because it's not like your other SMG. It's different, it's kind of like F8 being a sniper, but you play it differently than how a sniper is played. This gun is an SMG, but you will have to learn new skills in order to use this gun. Think of this gun as a melee and almost always chase after your enemies. It's going to be hard to play this gun at 4 stars unless your account is a lower level account. If you have higher level accounts, then you'll definitely need to max it to 6 stars and have at least orange mods. I went from not wanting to play it, to using it on 2 loadouts. I loved it on Chen Li and Moses because of their unique abilities. But let me know what other operators you guys use the KLTR gun with. I don't think this gun is best for playing solo, because it's meant to have surprise approach, and you can't really surprise people by being solo. I think this gun might be difficult for open maps. Again, it's hard to surprise people if they see you coming from miles away. Everything and everyone can kill you fast these days, so don't expect to kill someone from far away in a shoot-off, because that's not its purpose. Maybe that's why I use Moses, because I know I'm gonna die, so I might as well take a few of them with me. It's just a different style of gun to face your opponents. I had a lot of fun playing the gun no matter the annoyance. It's still very powerful. It's a different style of gun. Most of you guys won't like it. I say that because I didn't like it at first, and sometimes I'm still not fond of it. But I keep finding myself coming back to this gun. Maybe it's an addiction. Maybe this is what addiction feels like. Either way, I can't recommend or not recommend this gun, but all I can say is that I'm effectively using this gun on 2 of my loadouts as of right now, and probably won't change anytime soon. Fun fact, if you end up somehow on top of your opponents with this gun, the bayonet somehow will kill your opponent from underneath. Another fun fact, You can try to play mind games with JB. Rush them and make them think you are going to get close, and then move back and let them shoot and miss their XL20. This gun is fast enough for you to be able to get away with a kill. I want to give a big shout out to my channel supporters. You guys have helped out a lot and made me appreciate doing what I love to do. So thank you all. If you like what I do, then please like, comment, share, subscribe, and maybe even press the join button. I know I keep repeating myself, but this stuff really helps the algorithm for a small channel like mine. Thank you all again and enjoy the rest of the video.
down.